Alright, welcome back to Map Gaming, where we are on our Timberborn map, hard mode, Rising Danger. I got a comment here on one of our last videos, and I kind of wanted to re-explain a few things just so that we're all on the same page. It's more my problem than anyone else's. I did forget to kind of re-explain this for new followers. So the reason why, one, we're on a small map, right? So not much to it. It's pretty small, not a whole lot of area. We have more area over here, but we'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, so the max capacity I can have per capital is 25. So right now in the Leathertail's capital, we only have 20 beavers, which for this little area is more than enough. So we have 20 beavers in here. We have a couple of little odds and end jobs that we have people doing to satisfy everything that needs to be done. Also with, like, wood planks and, stuff like that. I'm actually going to go to this. We can drop those. I'm gonna drop that down. I'm actually going to play, oops, nope. And then, yeah. So we have 20 beavers in here, and I want to make sure that, yes, we're good on jobs. So we have 20 beavers in the capital. We have 23 beavers, I believe, in this area. So with that, we are looking right now to continue and build our third district, which I did go ahead, I put the district center there. We're going to need a name for this. It's going to be kind of our industrial area. We don't have any beavers in it yet, not really worried about it. I'm working on housing, so once these get built, we can then kind of play. We'll pause them, and then right before we open this up, we'll play it. That way we will have at least a few beavers to get going in here until we hit the magic 25. I believe right now we need a total of, just for these jobs, 9. I obviously went in, added another plank maker just so that we can keep up with the plank demand, because once we get going, it's going to be a lot. Now, I haven't at this current point in time done the research, but I was told in one of the comments that if we got a stream gauge and put it somewhere, I'm assuming next to this or something like that, that then this would help automate this. But that also being said, I do want to move into sluices, and I'm going to go ahead and unlock those just so we have them for future use. We got to get our metal under control. We have a lot of scrap metal, but we don't really have a whole lot of metal. But we're also at the will and whim of bad tides, and so until we fix that, it's kind of a free-for-all in a manner of speaking. So what I am going to do and what I want to do is right about here put in that, so then we can put blocks across here and block this off, and then basically have the bad water just come in and scoot off here. Oh, pause this. We're probably gonna have homeless beavers. All right, we have one homeless beaver. So, that's my fault. We need to get that going. So, I'm gonna do one more. Once they finish, we're gonna pause these two. And then once we get this industry going, then we'll unpause that. But This should 3, 6, 9. Yes, this will give us a little bit of extra and obviously room to grow. So I'm trying to accommodate that. Anyway, so I think that's it. Like I said, if you have any more rules that I should be following or having or anything like that, then please feel free to kind of put them in the I gotta keep this. Okay, so now we're all set. All right, so now we're ready. We'll slowly play that and then get that going, but I am going to want, we're going to do it after this cycle. So once the next cycle hits, we will kick that off. I don't want to kick it off on us being in a bad tide. That also being said, until we get this was the second thing I did. All right, so we're going to block this off, put have TNT blow this up, so then we're going to have bad water going out this way, and then unless we get a bad tide, then this should be fairly, you know, good drinking water. Let's go ahead and, no, not that one. I want this one. We're gonna play these two, just to kind of get that going. I'm also gonna play you. We're gonna down that because we don't need all of those. And then get that going, and I feel like at that point that'll give us a little bit of room to work with. So we're going to start growing out these trees. My idea and my hope is that we can then move the houses down here. I don't know what we're going to need the extra space for, but you never know at this current point in time. So maybe keep this open for something to do, or I don't know, because we really haven't specialized in this one yet either. So kind of leaving that one open as well. We're going to do this by pieces. I'm just going to unplay you guys, and then we'll go from there. Once those get built, then we'll start going in a new direction. All right. Nope. Pause you, play you. We also need you to be played. How are we doing as far as that's concerned? You probably also need to be played, and then we can pause you. I did come in, obviously you guys have seen this, but I did come in and I did put 2 extra water tanks because, one, we're going to need it being a part of this. We got 1.3. We haven't had a beaver spike yet, but obviously we're getting prepared for that eventuality. What we're probably going to come in and do for the time being is come across here, something like that, and I'll figure out the rest of it. But we're going to need to put a bridge of some sorts. It most likely will end up being one of these, a platform across, and then we'll just do that. 8 logs, 8 planks. Yeah, we'll go ahead. Why not? And then we'll put this going across. It'll make it look prettier. I think that pretty much sums everything up. We can probably play you. No, we can't play you. We are running out of jobs. Let me get this going so I can figure out what... Alright, we can pause you. And then we can pause. And then we'll keep that going, and then we can play this guy. What does a big storage tank hold? that's quite a demand, especially with us having such a low demand. Probably not the best use of our time. I don't have any beavers to play with. How many do I have in here? We got 4. I can probably kick you down to 2. I can kick you down. Actually, we'll kick you down to 2. And then we will kick you up to 3. And that should work out nicely. So as we're coming across here, I want to, obviously we're collecting logs to get this going because we need the logs. But we're also trying to get down to this huge metal source because we're going to need that. And then while I was looking at the map before I started this episode 1, I don't know what bad tide or what water well or however this feeds into everything, but we can probably, I'm not seeing a bad water source, so I'm not, wait, there it is. So we need to block that off. So water source is down here, feeds into here, and then yeah, that's how that goes. So but yeah, if we can block this off, this will mostly stay green. We will, what we're eventually going to also work on, but we need this to kind of get going just a little bit, is what would make sense is if we had this guy also playing. We can pause you. Yeah, we need to get him going so we can get these trees replanted because we're going to need those in the near future. But anyway, back over here, I wanted to, before I forgot what I was saying and jumped over there, is that this area right here would be another great area to have a farmland. Because then we could build up this area to be too high, and then bad water, when we have it, just flows over the top back this way, and then we can button this part up, and then we'll have nice, good, solid water for a minute here. So we are going to eventually obviously do that as well. Sorry, multitasking. Yeah, so we're going to eventually move over here and make this another farmland, and maybe some water, because then we also got some water sources here. So yeah, this map has a lot of, obviously we have these little coves right here. We got those two. This is a bad water source, so if we can get that blocked off and going that way, this water source blocked off, and then one obviously feed this water source, then we could actually have maybe the potential to make this toilet bowl looking, actually it doesn't look like a toilet bowl, but if you look at it real closely, you'll kind of understand what I'm seeing, because that's not what it looks like. Let me go this angle. Do you see it? Because I see it. It's a very apparent picture. Anyway, so now that we see that, and we can't unsee it, I think that's pretty much it. How are we doing on water? District 2, we got 2K. District 1, we got 300. I can live with that. I think that works. All right, so we're about to come into a good tide, and I think at that point in time, it will be a very good idea to, yeah, we got all that going. All right, good deal. It'll be a very good time to actually start coming in and building the district crossing. And I'm thinking about doing it right here, building this, and then we will get rid of this pathway, just so that then these storage units become part of District 3. Are we losing water somewhere? Nope, because all that's still green. All right. And then I went ahead and we put these barriers here, obviously, because once we get this blockage fixed and settled, this is going to be where our bad water goes. And obviously we have farmland right here, which kind of makes it somewhat important to keep happy, I guess is the proper terminology. Yeah. So we got that pause. We're working on this. Who has an extra beaver? All right, we got an extra beaver. All right, so play this one. Play, and play. This needs to play. That needs to pause. Go down to 1. Probably go down to 1. Go down to 1. And then I need you to be played because I need TNT. And how did we do? Alright, we got 5 jobs that need... that hurt. Alright, let's work that out. We can probably pause the 2 of you. I'm questioning that move. But we can get rid of that. No need for all of these extra spaces that don't really have jobs or purpose. So we can come over here. I'm just going to place these 2 here so we can get those going. Lovely. You have all the power you could ever want. We are going to need you to go because I do need bad water because 200 is not going to do it. How many do we have in there? We got 1. We got 3. 1 and 1. I think you almost finished. Oh, we are full. Alright, so we can pause you. No need to keep you back there if... That's where the bad water flows up. No need to keep you back there as long as we are doing what we need to be done. I'm just gonna pause you. Alright, so how many jobs did that leave us? We have 3 extra jobs. Not necessarily ideal, but it is what it is. We can make do with what we got. And then if we can get this going, obviously puts us in a better spot. Hopefully these guys can pump and fill up these. Then if we fill up those, then we aren't going to be struggling as much. Oh, right. Let's get rid of this and let's see. Oh, excuse me. Let's get that going. I need to play you. Where's my beaver now? We can pause you. Don't need that guy over there. But we do need you over here. How much does that take? 15 and 30. Logs we have, planks we're kind of struggling on, but we do have our beavers up here kind of providing a little bit extra, so hopefully that keeps going and we're able to deal with that in an effective manner. And then when we go into the next drought or bad tide, whatever it may be, I want to send a guy over here to kind of fix this area. And probably also... oh, nope, this area looks good. Alright. I'm liking. How much of this? We got that going pretty well. You're doing what you need to be doing. All right. I need this being built. So, construction site, a little bit bigger on that. How are we doing over here? Okay, so we're making progress. I don't want to blow this up yet because I'd like to get these guys at least put in so that when we can get this side put in, how about we do this? All right, so we're going to make you guys one priority lower. And that should work. And then what we probably also want to do is put in another pit somewhere over here so we can take advantage of like this back area. And if we can do that, because I kind of want to put chestnuts in. All right, we're getting closer. Make sure all these areas are filled up with water. You're my next area of concern. You no longer need it. All right, we are filling up nicely. All right. We can get this going. I want all of that being built. Let's pat this out. And then once this gets built, then I'm going to open this up to kind of build the population out a little bit. Because we do need that help. What else is there to do? I want to fix this camera angle though. You got the bad water, you just need the explosives, you have the power, because we have more than enough. Yes, we have way more than enough. Where are you? You're down here. Let's pause. Let's play. Gotta make sure all of our little holes are filled up. This is giving us... Oh no. I mean, it didn't really affect us that much. Alright, what I wanted. Play. Let me knock you down. And we can pause you. Alright, start cutting down those trees. Obviously, this is a work in progress. Once we get all of this kind of built, then we'll be in a different area. It's just, like I said, you gotta use what you got. Alright, yeah, I'm cool with it. Detonate it, boom, boom, boom. Alright, now we can play these. Nope. That way at least water's going that way. And then that's one less, because I don't think we get any other bad water in there unless it's through these. So this could give us a potential for another drinking source, which, I mean, is the eventual long-term goal. Good Lord, we have 3K worth of water. That is fantastic. So we're really stepping up our game here. And then once we start this bad tide, which should be right now. Let's pause. And this will ensure that we have enough food. Just like that. We can play you again. You're full. We do need to play you. Okay. And pause you again. And we are about to get into the point. I think we have them built. Yes, we did end up building them. So let's go ahead and do this. And the only reason why I'm like, obviously I just need one, but like if we attach, I don't know what I'm doing. So the point of the thing is we're going to put some fans on this side. Obviously we're going to leave a pathway that we can actually get through to the other side in case we want to use the backside for whatever. But yeah, we got to get this done first. Oh, I was already playing. Alright, so we got 15 planks. 15 planks. Okay, so we just need the 30 logs. Which, in all hindsight, we can probably play you and play a couple of you. Replace bad broken logs. This will give us a nice boost on logs. We did hit the drought, so we should be fine in this aspect. We should be fine. I don't think this is getting in anywhere. Yeah, we're good. Alright, so once we get this wall built, we should be fine. Obviously, I think we have to go one level higher, but all intents and purposes, we should be good there. Alright, we're getting logs. That's great. We're using very minimalistic water, which is also great. We can upgrade this. Have that being built so that we can come in over here, start laying down the foundation of our next village. You did your job. Now I need you to do your job over there. You did your job. Excellent. Fantastic. Go you. You have filled that up. Let's add to you. There we go. Now we got 3 beavers working in there. We have more than enough food. Sunflowers are still a problem, but I mean, what can you do? How many do we have working over here? We just have the one. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. I can probably pause you. There's no need to keep that going. That gives us an extra job, so hopefully we'll start getting some sunflower seeds going. Once this gets built, we're almost done with that. Great, fantastic. We are full on bad water, which is also good. Let's upgrade those to that level just so that they... Okay, sweet. Alright. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Alright, Alright, how many beavers do we have over here? We don't got Jack. We do not have Jack. Alright, we got 2 beavers, and they're old. So, what we're gonna do is demolish that. Demolish that. Yes, yes, I know. Demolish that. And there we go. Sweet. So, now we gotta come in and we gotta set this up. So, that being said, we gotta come, where are we at? District 3. We got no beavers. I need this. Where is district? There we go. I need a minimum of 6. Minimum of 19. And let's see how that works. Oh, there we go. All right, so let's go to manage, exit on all of them. So we'll, all right, we don't need any of this. What we do need is, probably gonna need that. We're gonna need some grilled potatoes. And we're gonna need some of those. We'll do import as needed. And we'll do that. And then import as needed. And we're doing that. I'm gonna bump those up because we are going to need that. We should be making all of this stuff. So then we go to district. This one. Oh, that's what we need. All right, so we will, right now, we will bump the export of that up because, yeah, they're going to be importing that. And then if we go to district 3, 2, my bad. Oh, district 3, yes, we are importing that, great. District 2, that's great. You have this, so we don't need that. That should be fine. I think we have it set up good. All right, so play. And we have no beavers. All right, so we don't have any extra. We don't have any extra right now because we have the tree farm. So, how do we do this? Oh. Oh. Alright, so alright, what we are going to do. Alright, so if I move you here. Alright, there we go. So I want Um, minimum of 14. All right, I think that should work. There you go. So we got a couple of beavers going. We'll do one there, one's good there. And so now we got the beavers going. We got a couple of, how many do we have? We got 2, 5, what was that, 8? All right, so we're in a much better spot. All right, so these houses should work well with everything that we got going on here. Obviously, this isn't necessarily the best way to use our beavers, but we need, you know, we need stuff. I'm gonna make this TNT. And that's how we're going to do that. I'm also probably going to put a small metal workshop there, because I don't know where else to put it. And let's see. All right, so we got 3 extra jobs that we're not using at this current point in time. Which is probably meaning we can pause one of you. Play. Pause. How are we doing? Alright, we're doing a good job. I think we're good on that one. We can leave that one alone. How much water we got? We got 2. You guys probably have more than enough. You guys have food. You guys have water. We need a... Yes, I'm making sure that we're always importing that. Actually, I don't think we need gears. Do we need gears? We don't need gears. We are producing gears. Yeah, we don't. Yep, District 3, nothing. So they're shipping gears out. Yes, okay, so just noted, whatever we set this District 2 to, if we hook up another district, they'll still be asking for the same things. So from here, we ask for as water as needed, and then we ask for planks and gears. And then, but if we click on this guy, he's always asking for carrots, sunflowers, baked potatoes, logs, and water. And then if we come over here, this guy's always asking for this stuff, which means if we built another one right here, he'd be asking for the same stuff. So, works out in our favor. Let's go to the leather tails, see how we're doing. This one, we're just going to wait for population to build up. Give them some... we'll give them a campfire. They need a campfire, right? Sing Kumbaya. With what little they have right now. But we are getting stuff going, which is exactly what we need. Did this get built? Fantastic, it did. This also got built, so blow that up. And then we should now, once the drought ends, we should have drinkable water in here. This should all be green, and that'll be fantastic for us. because that will be a new and improved thing. And then watch, we'll get hit with a we'll get hit with a bad tide. That's exactly how that's going to go down. No doubt about that. But we're coming over here. We're collecting some trees. I mean, that's pretty much all we can do at this current point in time. I don't like how we did that. There we go. Clear that whole patch of land. That'll do, pig. That will do. And come in here and we can probably cut those down again. Let's play you. Get some water. Ooh, we need to play you too. Oh, so much management skills. Alright, I think we're solid. How are we doing in this district? Alright, so we have a population that we need to, like, correct. So we've hit a lull. We're helping them build up. Did they also hit a lull? Not as bad. But yeah, so we went from 25 to 16 to help support these guys. How are we doing? Alright. We almost got... what is that? It's almost... Probably want one more, see how that goes down. But, I mean, you can't really complain too much. Alright, so... I paused all you guys, so there shouldn't be water dunkage. We got 800 water out of 3,000, which probably means here shortly we're going to have to get to work on some other stuff. They're doing that. We're getting gears. Alright. This is going to be a little bit difficult until we build back our population. What's going to happen? We did it on a drought. I mean, beggars can't be choosers. We're still doing pretty good. But we are now going to be at a point where we're actually able to pump a buttload of more water. Because we filled all this up. And we were able to maintain this and this. With them not even pumping. So technically we're doing... I can't really say that we're doing bad. Because I think right now we're doing pretty good. Pause you. We have 3 pauses. Make sure he's doing what he needs to do. And then moving over here to, I don't know, do something else. Alright, all that's good. I can live with that. We need to play you. Alright, I'm not necessarily worried about you. How are we doing over here? Probably drop you down to 2. Yeah. This one's going to be hit a little bit harder because, one, like I said, we're building population up over here. So, we're going to take a hit. But I think we'll be okay. I think we will be just fine. Yeah, we already have the replacements. We already have 4 pups on the ground. 4 kits, whatever they're called. You're a lonely person. I mean, we got one in the lonely hut, but yeah, I can deal with that. All right, and what we are going to do is once this gets going, we are going to start producing some metal and some TNT until we get this population going. I can pause you. You can go find something else to do. I don't know what that is, but you can go find something else to do. We'll build you up, so I don't know what you're doing. How many do we have in there? Actually, we'll put that and then that. So at least stuff's coming in and out. Yep, that works. I like it. It looks good. Feels good. We're also able to do stuff with this. It's going to take a minute for this to go down, but I'm okay with that. We shouldn't really feel its effects all that much because I think it's it's semi-mixed. 1.3. You guys got enough water. We have enough water. And you guys should have enough water. Ooh. Who said this ain't stressful? Alright. We ran out of the TNT, so there's that. Need to make sure I play you. But, where are we at? So, yeah, that'll put us at 20. We still, I think once we bounce back from giving them beavers, we'll actually be in a great spot as far as like worker ratios go. I want to pause that because we technically only need you. But yeah, we'll be in a good spot as far as worker ratio goes because I think roughly minus filling these things up, I'm pretty sure we have roughly 25 jobs. And that's even with funding to haulers and to district crossing members. Planks, alright, good deal. And grilled potatoes and logs, awesome. And you're actually cutting down your own. That full? That is full, fantastic. Is this one full? Where did we decide to put this? Alright. You're 20, you're 20. That's not what I'm clicking on. Alright. I can live with that. Yeah, we're almost full. I can live with that too. Once we get alternative energy, this will become a little bit simpler. I have 2 beavers sleeping outside. Why? You don't even have beavers in there. I don't get it. Yep, doesn't make sense to me. Alright, we can come in and I'm gonna play all of this. Because what I'm thinking we're going to end up having to do is go one more layer up. I'm going to let this roll and see exactly what happens with this, but I think I have to go one more up on this, and then I'll have to build a wall along this back spot right here. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I have to build a wall right here. But before I dedicate myself to that, we're going to just chill with this. I don't want to have to do extra work if I don't have to. Pause, play. Play. Oh no. We're having a lot of bad moments here. But we only have 2 extra jobs. Interesting. We're gonna pause this because we don't need this at this current point in time. We don't need you yet. Once water starts flowing, I'll come in so we can plant these last little bitty trees. 2 days. Yeah, we should be good. Alright, pause. Start pumping water. Alright, you're all paused, you're paused. Alright, sweet. And then just so our pumpers don't have to work as hard, play you. Right now we aren't growing any trees, so all you guys can go do is find other jobs, which should be these pumpers, and we will be great. And we will be thankful. We had a little left over. How are we doing over here in District 2? 3. Slowly building. Alright, pause. Play. Yeah. So, yeah. We're stuck right now in between a rock and a hard place. That is for damn certain. 19, we got 7 bursts, babies. If I'm not mistaken, it sounds like... Or is all this clean? This is all clean. So, if we make a track over here... I think we can build right here. Yeah, just build straight up. Yeah, we would have to put it like right here. Kind of wanting this out of the way. But I want... something like that. And because somehow or another this always gets done when you forget about it, I'm going to just build a path over here, and what happens, happens. Whatever that may be. And we'll just let life take its natural... come here. It's natural course. You know what I'm saying? And there they go. So, we're working on that. We got that rolling. Obviously, we need to collect as much water once again as possible. How are we doing over here? We have extra jobs. Repopulating's difficult. That is for dang certain. Alright, so we're on the cusp of a bad tide. We're on whatever of... Man, that kind of sucks. It sucks because this one and this one are going to fill up because we don't have bypasses for them. Alright, well... It is what it is. Beggars can't be choosers. You got to deal with what you have coming to you. So anyway, yeah, if you liked the episode, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment. I will get back to it. I will read it. I do appreciate all the time that you put into the videos. It makes what I do just that much more enjoyable. So yeah, if you have any other rules that you think we should follow, put that down in the comments. And I will look at them and mull them over, depending on how hard you make them. And yeah, until next time, yeah, enjoy your time. Later.